I go to record and it seems like every car, it's like there's a red light down their street. And then I hit the record button and it's like, okay, let them all go. What is up, YouTube? Today I'm super excited. We're back out here on the Suburban project. We're gonna get the lift put on this thing today. I have taken a week of vacation, and not in this video, but this week I want to try to get this thing put back together, get the stock wheels and tires back on it, and be able to pull this thing out of the tent. That is the goal of the week, but not in this video. So, you know, just stick around and I'm gonna hopefully do a couple more videos this week. I'm probably not gonna spend a whole lot of time and effort in the filming of this because I need to get her done, and you know, and I'm gonna like do a time lapse and then ramble. Y'all know how we do it over here on the TAC FPV YouTube channel. But anyway, and for you folks out there that has clicked on this video, this is not, I'm not gonna teach you how to put a lift on a vehicle. This is just a video of me putting a lift on the Suburban. So no learning process going on here, but let me give you guys a little bit of a recap of what I've done so far, and then we'll talk about the lift, and then we'll get to putting this thing on here. I have completely stripped the frame down to bare metal, metal etch, primed it, painted it with like a satin black finish on there. I've got all brand new steering components, got the brand new idler arm, brand new pitman arm, new sway bar bushings, tie rod ends, everything all brand new. Upper control arms are brand new, comes with new ball joints, and the bushings is already in there. And if you look at the price of these and the price of the bushings and the ball joints, you can buy the control arms for just a little bit more money, and you don't have to deal with pressing all that stuff in there. But yeah, we've got that, and we've got new lowers. We'll get into that. Got our cross members for the rough country lift and our skid plate. This is a two-wheel drive. If anybody is new and has not been following along, this thing does have a differential, so that's going to make life a little bit easier. Let's take a look at the back. Same in the back here. I mean, you can see the frame is done all the way down through there. I put a 3-inch body lift on here, and that's kind of why I painted the frame down through there, because you'll be able to see a lot of that. We're going to be doing a color change on this thing later. Got all this back here all painted up nice and fresh, inside and out of the frame there. Control arms, bushings have been replaced in those. So the rear end, I noticed that the pinion seal was leaking, and I knew I kind of wanted to paint it up and dress it up and everything. So I actually pulled the whole rear end out from under the Suburban, took it completely apart, got a brand new, drained all the fluid out of it, replaced the pinion seal, got a new seal back here. And I went ahead to kind of like speed things up. There's some things that you had to like drill and bolt, like this bracket right here. It's part of the lift, and it raises the track bar or whatever that thing is. And you had to like drill some holes and put these in. And these are the bump stop extensions. You had to drill and screw all that in. And I figured it'd just be easier to do that, you know, with it out of the vehicle, of course. It wasn't that big a deal. I got the transmission jack. So let's ignore these. We'll get into these in the next video. Got the lift all laid out here. Like I said earlier, we got the brand new control arms, got them painted up. Part of the installation of the lift is to drill this out and put that in. So I've already done that ahead of time. That way I wouldn't be like dealing with none of that. I've got all the bolts out here and got it all kind of sorted and everything. This is the shocks that comes with the basic kit. Right here, this is the front shocks, and then this is the 6.5 to 7 inch lift rear shocks that's extra, that's not part of the lift. Brand new wheel bearings out here, got brand new bump stops. Everything in the front suspension of this thing is going to be brand new. I wanted to like go through this rear end, put all new seals and actually change the gear ratio, but I decided against that. We're just going to run it like it is right now. We'll get into this later in another video. We'll talk about that. That covers it, right? Oh, what I was going to say, if you notice, some of the hardware is painted gold, right? Oh yes, I use spray paint for all this, and I did this in like a wrinkle finish paint, and this is all done in like a wrinkle finish kind of like paint, you know, so it looks like it's supposed to look like that way, I guess. But the gold hardware, let me explain that, right? So yes, these bolts have been spray painted with Alabama Alabama Gold. But that's to match. I like the grade 8 hardware. Like this is a grade 8 bolt. It comes like zinc coated or whatever. So I painted the hardware to look like grade 8 bolts. So that explains that if you're wondering why I did that. And I think it looks pretty sweet. I think the rear end turned out pretty daggone pimp. Everything will match the springs. Should look good. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's put it on. Oh, I forgot to add, I'm doing all this in Crocs and socks. Don't be jealous. So in this instructions, they have you start with the front and work your way to the back. But I'm gonna do it opposite. I'm going to start in the, I'm gonna start in the back. And I'm gonna get the rear end put back in. I gotta admit, this is kind of scary because I'm on a hill a little bit and this thing could roll out that way pretty easy. All right. Oh my goodness. So one of our first obstacles is going to be getting under here and hooking this brake line back up above the frame here. And thankfully, the body lift made it, I can't even get my hand in here. This is, I don't even know how you would do this without doing a body lift or taking the body off, because I don't know how you'd get the wrenches in here. I can't even get my hands. Here comes that stupid cat. If this spare tire holder wasn't here, that would make life a little easier. A little quarter turn on this thing. How would you even do this without that gap? Every time I think it's getting there, it's like, nope, I'm gonna turn a little bit more. I gotta get my damn arm a break. No guarantees that will not leak, but it's tight. Well, I've already ran into my first snag. Good Lord, this concrete is rough. I had to use the stock bolt right here on this bracket, and I wasn't sure what bolt goes here, so I'm not even sure that's the right bolt for that, but I'm gonna put it in there for now because it does fit. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna leave like in the video. We may just shoot to a time lapse because like I said earlier, I kind of just need to focus on getting this thing put back together. Well, that was way more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I went inside. I had to cut the time lapse because it started pouring rain. I had to move a whole bunch of crap and went ahead and took lunch and that kind of stuff. But I did review. I already had it, you know, the springs put in, but I did review the instructions, and it did say to remove the lower control arms, and I missed that spot in the instructions. But can we just take a minute to just look at how badass that looks? I mean, you know, it looks good to me. I like it. Nice and clean. Ignore the exhaust. We're going to be replacing that and some other stuff. But yeah, I got the shocks on there, sway bars on there, new sway bar links. Let me turn you guys around. Nice and clean. Clean, clean. I like it. Yeah, I got the new sway bar mounts on there. Let's look at this side over here. Yeah, I got the new sway bar mounts up on there. Shocks are mounted. Nothing's tight. It did say, you know, to let it down on the suspension before you tighten everything up. So I hadn't got anything tight yet. But that takes care of the rear, I believe. I don't really have a whole lot more to do, I don't think, to the back of it. So yeah, let's go to the front. All right, here we go with the cross member, the rear front cross member. This concrete sucks to try to roll around on. Perfectly safe place to be laying on the ground where you prepare for stuff like this for weeks. And then when you actually start shooting the video, it just goes to shit. Yeah. Should have put that in the back. Yeah. You know, a hammer would be great. Got it. Perfect hammer. I don't even know why I'm bothering videoing this shit. Come on. Well, that goes right in, no trouble. Probably can't say the same for that side. You know, one of these days when I get this Suburban done, where I can haul a trailer, I'm building me a damn garage, and I'm getting me a lift, and I'm throwing this creeper in the dumpster. That was way easier. You know, YouTube, I have just kind of lost motivation. I'm sorry, I don't know how to, I mean, this is some real life stuff, but I've lost all motivation filming a video to do this. And I had kind of thought about it, you know, when I started. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put the lift on and then do a recap later or something. And I was like, no, I really want to film it. And the rolling around on the ground and the struggling, like I need my rubber mallet. It's over there. I got to get up. I'm tired. I just don't want to film it no more. I'm going to press on. Well, I got that one side put together. And I tell you what, it's getting hot out here. It rained and it's humid. It's like 3 o'clock. I've been out here since 8. I think I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go inside. For you guys, it won't be just a second or whatever, but I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna take a break. I'll probably come back out here about, I'm gonna say about 6 o'clock or so, and let the sun go across the hill. Sun's right up in there. Let it kind of get down in them trees a little bit. Come back out here. It's kind of warm, so I'll see you guys in a minute. I may go take a nap. I don't know, but anyway, I'll see you guys in a minute. You're getting tired. I gotta take a break. All right, that takes care of the driver's side. It is assembled. Nothing's tight. As you can see, I got bolts loose everywhere. Every one of the bolts is loose. Even on the hub, it's not tight, but that's got everything together. Looks pimp. I like the way the blue and the silver turned out. Not gonna worry about this brake line right now because we're gonna be putting brakes on here, and I'll worry about that then. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other side, off camera, and just kind of get that done, and maybe that'll be it for today. And then we'll get back out here tomorrow and tighten the bolts up and stuff. Maybe, I don't know yet. We'll see. It's raining again. But can we talk about how badass this is turning out? I am so stoked about how this thing is looking. It is looking sick. Raining a lot. Well, YouTube, it's the next day. It's still raining. I got my tool cart covered out here with the tarp. I did manage to get the other side done. Let me show you guys some of that right quick. Now, I can't remember, what I recorded from yesterday, but I've got it all like bolted up and everything. None of the bolts are tight. I've been kind of checking out what I'm going to do about the ABS sensor wire, because this part right here, the lift, is way taller than the factory one was way down here. This is where we gained some of our lift, is right here. So I was trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this ABS sensor wire and the brake lines and stuff. But I gotta say that I am pretty stoked on how everything turned out, the way that I did the silver on some parts and the black on some parts, and my fake grade 8 bolts that I got going on there. Look how far down the suspension is. I am so excited about how, up here is where the tire was, and now it's way down here. I mean, of course it's full droop, and everything, but that's what it would be like with the keys cranked up a little bit. Of course, I'm probably not gonna do that. But yeah, I'm super excited. Like the rear end back here, it's sitting on its own weight on those jack stands, and you can see she's gonna be pretty big. I'm pretty excited about that. Pretty excited. She's gonna be a big one. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about the way that it turns out. I'm not excited about the rain. It kind of sucks. I want to apologize about this video. Did not turn out anywhere near the way that I had planned. And it wasn't really the rain's fault. It's more or less my fault. I tried to prepare as much as I could. I mean, I'm not trying to be like one of those car channels or anything. But YouTube is just saturated with car content. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to share my experience with doing this. So I'm not trying to I hope it makes sense. I'm not trying to become like a car channel. This is the TAC FPV YouTube channel, right? This is TAC right here. That is trying to just share things that I'm doing around here. And I like to make videos, but this video did not go the way that I had planned. I got tired. The rear end kicked my ass. Getting in and out from under this thing, crawling around on my knees. I was tired after just doing the rear end. I was wore out. I'm supposed to be taking off from work and taking it easy, but I wanted to get this thing done, and I'm starting to realize that today's Wednesday. It's supposed to rain all day today, all day tomorrow. It's looking in the forecast like it's going to rain through the entire weekend, and it kind of sucks. And that's got me down because I'm not going to be able to meet some of my goals, because I need to get under here and tighten up a lot of this stuff, crawl around under this thing, and you can see that it's soaking wet. And the more that it rains, the water's just going to run under here, and I don't know. I'll tell you guys in this video, if you watch this far along in this video, I'll go ahead and give you guys a little treat of what's going to come next, because that I'm also super excited about, as I'm actually going to be putting brakes on the Suburban, and I've got the brakes in. But anyway, we're doing a major brake upgrade to the Suburban, so I'm pretty excited about that. That's going to be in the next video. Hopefully I'll get that filmed this week, and I'm going to try to do a little bit better at filming that video than I did on this one. But anyway, that's enough about that. So I am most definitely rambling. So I will see you guys in the next one. We're going to be putting brakes on the Suburban. So stay tuned for that. Bye.